I love making sculptures, I love creating them. Well, I find the whole process is really interesting and exciting. I mean, getting to learn about a new project, a new client, a new meaning to a project, it's quite exciting. Once you've got that fleshed out and you've got a meaning there, and you start applying that to concepts, it's really exciting once you see and start to feel the connected concepts that really answer that brief. Because those answers that you got initially from the client really establish a brief, and once you start creating the concepts to that brief, you start seeing really enriched concepts that the client starts getting excited about. So part of the excitement is actually the fact that I can see the client getting excited about something meaningful to them. I guess one of the real obvious things to get excited about is once the concepts are connected enough that the client is leaning in and getting excited about attaining that piece of art, they start to see themselves not living without that art. They see it's connecting with them so much, they're willing to move forward with it. So that's quite an exciting point. So it's also really exciting once it gets to the production side, where that concept is then starting to go into a process where it's going to be born. It starts developing as an embryo and develops through its stages of production to being born as a finished child, so to speak. And then it starts building up the frame and the skeleton and the skin. It goes through the process of being polished or any treatments that have been done. Then you see this thing coming to life, it's being born. And as you're going through that process, the client's been updated with how it's coming along, what's happening, and really you feel their excitement coming along with it. So that is very satisfying when you see that. When a sculpture is being finally packaged and it's wrapped up so nothing gets damaged for its delivery and its logistics, sending it off from the foundry, it's like a point of finalisation where you're sending it off to the client and the client's still waiting in anticipation. But then once you deliver the sculpture, feeling the client being relieved that they've got the sculpture in time, it fitted their budget to the quality they thought, seeing their relief, that's quite exciting as well. It was something not tangible to them necessary to make, so they may sometimes be worried about whether we can deliver it on time to budget to the design scope that was initially thought out. But then there's a big sigh of relief because they understand that what we supply is not actually going to affect any project deadline that they have as a whole, because often smaller issues could actually become bigger problems. And I guess as much as I love sculpture, it probably is a smaller detail in the scheme of a building that's costing $500 million to build. So when it comes to the fact that it's making a statement in front of the building, obviously it has a lot of impact, but if it was a smaller detail not actually delivered, it would affect the project and their opening and their image and reputation. And I guess the last part of the process is really unveiling it and then feeling, hearing, understanding the community's reaction. And that's a very exciting point. I guess when a sculpture is installed and it's come to the end of its journey and it's another very exciting point in the process. Really, it's about that feedback and reaction and hearing that and understanding that. And it has been before that I'll go and just wait around the sculpture and hear what pedestrians that pass by have to say. So the general community that might be not part of that place, but are just like even transient, and just stand there like a fly on the wall where no one knows that you're the sculptor that created that piece. They actually engage you in a conversation as another bystander and say, wow, how did this come about? And it's so beautiful. And people sharing that with each other, taking pictures of it in front of them with it, because they're already owning it and having it belong to them in their community. And that's the greatest feedback that I could possibly ask for, is honest feedback. So that gives me a lot of satisfaction, knowing that we've created a result which really does answer what the community wants and needs.